If you struggle a lot with ambiguity, the feeling of not understanding anything, and then trying to purely do 2 to 3 hours of immersion on a daily basis, that is something that is probably not going to work, and you're going to get very tired from that. So I can get you some tips on this because I have struggled with this myself when learning English, and right now learning Japanese as well. The first point is that you're trying very hard to understand, so you're doing things like reviewing every word in every sentence, pausing the video every 20 to 30 seconds, and like that's not something that is actually going to be worth it. And you probably think that it is worth it, but like knowing the context till that point in which you are actually understanding like everything, and you need to understand everything, because if not, you are not going to make progress. No, that's not the way it works, because you are not giving yourself the permission of getting those patterns of new grammar down, especially if you are an English speaker, because if you are an English speaker, the Japanese language is actually very different, and like you should not be trying to understand everything, because you literally are not able right now to understand everything, right? So that's the first thing that you should do, to actually tolerate more ambiguity, because you are not tolerating it because you are trying to not tolerate it, literally. So it's not going to work, never. Understand that is actually something very difficult to do, right? So if today you're just doing 30 minutes, tomorrow you're not going to be capable of doing 10 hours. That's not the way how it works. So imagine if you see a little stupid kid trying to go to the gym and then trying to lift like 100 kilos on his first bench. Like, that's not the way how it works. That's not the way you want to think about things, because you're just thinking too much about the long term. So I want you to forget about the short term and just think about a little bit on the long term, maybe a month from now, maybe 2 months from now. So if today you're just capable of doing 30 minutes, tomorrow just think about that you're going to do 10 more minutes. And that's the way you want to think about the things. You want to think that it's something that you're going to progress in the long term, not now. That's the way you want to make progress towards everything, almost like your life, right? So I actually wasn't able to do like 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours of immersion on Japanese daily when I was starting, especially because tolerating ambiguity starting is actually very difficult. I actually did like 2 hours, honestly, like 2 hours when starting, but then a month from then I actually was able to do like 4 fucking hours and 5 fucking hours and 6 fucking hours. And that's the way you want to make progress, because that's how you can maintain your progress and don't have this thing called the bounce effect, right? Which is the thing in which you literally lose all your fucking progress. And I don't think that you fucking want to lose your fucking progress, right? So yeah, this next topic is not something that a lot of people want to hear about, which is your mental health, right? So you probably rely too much on external stimulation, which is the reason why you can't tolerate a lot of ambiguity. So when was the last time that you took a walk and you didn't listen to music? When was the last time that you actually took a bath without listening to music? When was the last time that you even ate something without watching a YouTube video, right? So that's the way we want to think about it. So if you are not capable of even doing trivial things without ever getting kind of bored, you are not going to be able to enjoy your immersion more, or like tolerate more ambiguity. So you literally on a daily basis need to be tolerating more ambiguity. So a way you actually can improve in this is just meditation. So meditation, it's not having zero thoughts. I want you to not think about meditation like that. Meditation is just the act of like focusing on something. Maybe you are focusing on a glass of water, maybe you're focusing on your breath, and then you lose that focus. Maybe you think about, I don't know, a high school girl on anime, I don't know, and then you go back and focus on that thing again that you were focusing on, which is your breath or a glass of water. Like, it doesn't matter. So that's the way we want to improve in our lives, on improve honestly by being bored. We want to be more bored in general, and in this way we're actually going to tolerate more ambiguity, and we're actually enjoy more our life. Thank you if this was helpful to you.